Welcome back to the CryptoLabs YouTube channel. I thought today we'd take a moment and have a little bit of fun, a quick little chat around the velocity of money. This is something I've talked about a lot. It's a concept I absolutely love. And I do from experience and just from what I've seen as well. It's probably the one concept that's greatly misunderstood. It's not really talked about yet, probably has the biggest effect on your velocity or your momentum or your speed towards your version of financial freedom. Remember, that's your version. I don't know what your monthly expenses are or what you'd want your lifestyle to be at, but for most people, it's like 8 grand, 10 grand, 12 grand. If they're making 14 grand, they're doing pretty well. Some people it's more, some people it's less. That's a whole video on its own. But what I will talk about is this idea of velocity of money. You could spend 40, 50 years getting there, or you could spend a couple years getting there. The concept of velocity money is fundamentally really simple. Let's say we invest, $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 into a pool, into a position, into an investment. We want to get that initial capital out so we can go use it to start the next position, yet we still command control of that asset. And so in real estate, that may be, hey, we're going to put $100,000 down on this property, get our $100,000 back from the deal, and then put it to work for us. We still command control of that real estate property, paying us a couple $100 a month at most, and in profit anyway, in cash flow. And then we could take this 100K and invest in the next, roll it over, and keep moving. In DeFi, we don't have to wait 4 or 5 years or sign 25, 30-year mortgages. We can do that sometimes within 2-3 months. I've been in a lot of positions that were paying 300% plus. That's a percent per day or pretty close. Let's just make it the math easy. That means in 3 months, you get your initial back. And that's not even riding price appreciation. So velocity of money would state you would put $5,000 into that position. 3 months later, you take your $5,000 out. You still command control of that asset, of that pool, of that position. Then you take your 5K and you can move it to the next. Now you have 2 cash flowing little entities, we'll call them. And now you can move, it'll even be quicker at this point because this is pure profit. This is risk-free. Let's just say this is paying you, again, 300%. Within 3 months, you can take this, move into the next position. And this is why when you see on the internet or people quoting this, your first 10K is the hardest to save, or your first 100K, or your first million, or whatever they want to say, all they're really talking about is at some point the compound interest and the momentum you've built, the game becomes easier. And that's absolutely true for a DeFi business. Think about this. Your first position and getting that initial out is going to be the hardest. You're taking on the most risk. You're the most concentrated, most likely. But once you get past the first month, second month, third month, you've taken some profit. Now you're moving into 2 positions. You could potentially be now making double the money, which means it's going to take you twice as fast to get to the next point. So if it took you 3 months to make 5 grand, it's going to take you a month and a half to make 5K. And I'm simplifying the numbers, but the concept and the idea remains true here. Let me know in the comments if anything is landing. Now you open a 3rd position, it's going to take you a 1/3 of the time. If it took you 3 months, it's going to take you 1 month. And now what you're doing in a month, now you're really increasing your portfolio size and your positions, and you're accelerating your results. Now, of course, I'm simplifying this. I'm not talking about impermanent loss, taking some losses along the way. It's not so linear, but you get the point. And that's why when I saw DeFi and the returns you can get, I'm like, ooh, this is like velocity money on steroids. I was in a position a few months ago where 5K turned into 30. I was able to take 25 off the table. I actually only took 10 because I just increased my positions, but you get the point. I was able to recoup my initial and then put that to work for me. Right now it's in lending, which only pays 30 to 70% only, but still you get the point. And that's the velocity of money. And when you apply this concept into your life, into your DeFi, but think about this, it's also true for your knowledge. If your first skill takes you a year to learn so you can actually utilize it, maybe you're starting a business or you're doing something in your life, it might take you a while to learn that skill. But once you learn it, your second skill becomes a little easier to learn, and there's compound interest on that. Same with knowledge, same with information. It's why I read so much. There is a compound effect. Also in your physical fitness or your health, there's a compound effect. It gets easier. If you think about that, that's true for most of life. You start something, it's the hardest up front. And so few people stick through that. I see this in crypto all the time. Someone's gung-ho, they start, and then they quit because it gets hard. I get it. It can be difficult. There's a lot to learn. But if we stick through it, at some point we're like, oh, I'm getting this. And the game gets easier. And then your skills increase so you can actually find better opportunities, better positions, get better rewards. And your skills start compounding, your pools start compounding, your positions start compounding. Next thing you know, you're just like, oh, wow. And now everyone's coming to you saying, what the hell are you doing? But what people oftentimes miss is that first 3 months, 6 months. In business, that could be the first few years at times. It's like it's not meant to be easy or everyone would be doing it. Again, another reason why I like the DeFi space is because I believe the barrier of entry is a lot lower than starting a business, developing a product, marketing that product, matching it to the market, getting all the feedback, delivering that product or that service. That's a lot, and the margins are thin. Whereas with a DeFi business, you're not running a team, you don't have a product, you're an investor, yet we're still playing in the realms of the business because we're getting cash flow, then we're taking that cash flow and we're maybe further investing it into something else. Think about the velocity of money, the compound effect. And how can you apply it to your portfolio? I don't think the best thing you can do is be in one position and keep compounding it. You're taking on more and more and more risk. It's get your money out and then make it work for you. And then get your money out and making it work for you. And get your money out and working it for you. And now you're not only taking advantage of the compound interest effect, but you're also taking advantage of the velocity of money. And that together is like, I don't even know the math on it, but you're probably getting 5, 10, 20 times faster results than most people ever dream of just looking at compound interest or returns, APYs. I hope this is making sense because to me, this is freaking life-changing. And I hope this helps just one person. If it does, this video is worth it. Do let me know if you get the concept and do let me know if you have some ideas on how you can apply this. Let me know if you grasp this and you're ready to apply it into your life because the results, they will accelerate. That's my time. What I'll do is after you like and subscribe to this channel and like this video, I'm gonna leave some 4 videos on the 4 corners of your screen. Do check them out. Crypto DeFi related, maybe some portfolio building stuff, maybe some portfolio review stuff. Do check them out. Hang out on this channel for an hour or two. With that said, truly appreciate you. Hope this helped. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.